giving out to them that blackness, that black power, that black. To me, we are the most beautiful creatures in the whole world, black people.
What's up, y'all? Give me just a minute. Hold on. My bad, y'all. I was walking brother-in-law out the door, and it was taking him longer to get out the house. And I'm just like, you got to get your stuff together. I got a live to do. But I'm here. I hope everybody's okay today. I hope everybody's fine. Where did I put the book? Okay, I got it. My bad, y'all. Hey, let me say hey to everybody right quick. Hey Michelle, hey Green Lamp, hey Jess, hey Nicole, hey Hannah, hey JoJo, hey Isaiah, hey Lady Honeybee, hey Subin Doll, hey Dante, hey AE, hey Alex. My bad, y'all. It took so long for me to come back. What I was gonna say. Oh, I hope everybody is being safe out there. Because this heat is ridiculous. If you have children, do not leave your kids in these hot cars. Do not leave your pets in these hot cars. Okay? Don't do that. That's a terrible thing to do. Today in Atlanta, this couple decided they want to go on the Dollar Tree and leave their 5-year-old in the car. It was 96 degrees today. Stop doing that. Don't do that. Be responsible. If you have kids, leave them at home. If you're going to the store, leave them with somebody. Don't be an idiot and leave them in the car. Talking about I'm going to be back for 5 minutes. Don't do that. Do better, because it's sick. Okay. Yes. Please go ahead and like the live. I really do appreciate that. Sure do. Sure do. What else is I gonna say? I guess that's all I have to say for now. There's nothing much else to say. Oh my goodness, child. Girl, before I start this book, let me just say this. Somebody got upset. Somebody got upset. Not about the not about the live I did last night. Girl, somebody got in their feelings about the last book reading I did last week. Got in their feelings and stuff. Talking about, oh, Jessica never did any of this. She's never did any of that. She's not saying she's guilty, but believe me and believe the Korean GP, the person of the book is not Jessica. And this, I'm like, what are you talking about? I'm like, what are you talking about? Like you're just talking at this point. Hold on. I was like, what are you talking about? And then got mad at me saying, I'm not a hater. I'm not a hater, but are actually believing in SM idol goes around there doing these menial tasks. I think English isn't their first language. They don't even carry their own umbrellas while walking. There's no pictures of this so-called event. Girls, just the fact that the lizard is painted as the prince in the book is a red flag. I noticed you're already biased for reading the book. To be honest, in the book you could see fearing reasons that she was constantly failing people around her. I was just like, you sound perturbed. She wasn't failing everybody around her. First and foremost, you prick. Okay? They failed her. She had loyalty to a company that didn't have loyalty to her. Okay? First and foremost. Second of all, she deserves to say her side of the story. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? And am I biased? Hell yeah, I'm biased. Look at SM, what kind of company they are. Smart company, but they make dumb choices. Get out of here with that. Don't make any sense. Just say, I was like, you're a Jessica hater. That's what you are. Get out of here. Like, you just don't like her. Point blank, period. But I'm not about to start with you. Get out somewhere. I had to block them. You crazy. you. It's not even that serious. Take your butt somewhere. I blocked them. I'm like, I'm not going to be sitting here arguing with you. Hey, Jacob. Hey, Janelle. I'm like, I'm not going to be arguing with you about no book. Talking about it's not Jessica in the book. It's not really her. I don't know who is this? Who's this supposed to be? Who is this supposed to be, y'all? Who is this? Is this Jessica? Who is this? Is this Harriet Tubman? Exactly who this woman is. What? I was the stuff that he was saying. And I was just like, are you kidding me? Go under. Hold on. Let me see if I can find him. Cause I'm just like, you a little bit mad, buddy. You a little bit mad for no reason. Where is he? Hold on. I'll let y'all see this because I'm just like, you got me messed up. Hold on. So this is what he wrote. And I'm just, the whole time, I'm just like, what is your problem? What is your problem? You are a hater. You have disdain for this woman. For what reason? I'm like, it's not even that serious. This is a book talking about it's not her in the book. Well, who is it then? I'm like, bruh, like, chill out. You gonna go somewhere and sit down and hug your mama or something? He must have slid into Jessica's DMs and she probably like just rejected him or something because brother was really mad for no reason. I'm like, you really up here in your feelings for what reason for? Like, go somewhere and find you something to do. This is a book. It should not be that. You should not be that upset. Greenlamp said he was Kooky Lit's comment section of the video he made on Jessica going back and forth with people. Oh my goodness. So he's one of those, right? Okay. I can't. Very much jobless behavior. You really that man? I bet this man has been to every channel where they're talking about this book and arguing with people. I'm not about to sit up here and argue with no man. I'm not. I'm not gonna argue with nobody, no man or woman on the internet, especially over some book about K-pop. Gone what? Y'all gotta start putting down that crack pipe. So we're almost done with the book, y'all. We got a little bit left. We're almost there. Recap. Things are getting worse. Things are getting worse. The bitterness is showing. Hey, Ernestine. The bitterness is showing. The bitterness is showing. People are getting bitter. People are just getting bitter right now. So we're gonna read up to 20, 21. I think we'll do 22 and that's it. Yeah, we'll do 21, 22. And then we'll do 23 to we'll be done with the book by next week. But yeah, so we'll just do these 3 chapters and go from there. But so far, I hope everybody's enjoying the book. I am. It's shedding some light on stuff. And To that person that's very ignorant in the comments, mad about Jessica, everybody got everybody. It's two sides to each story, but the way she's putting things in her perspective, this is stuff that we already knew, but she confirmed. So why are you getting mad? Why are you getting bitter? She has every right to tell her side. She was silenced for a long time, and now I guess her NDA expired. So she's like, boom, here I go. She can't make some coin off this. I would. I sure would. These hoes treated me like this for a minute to the end, and I can't do anything about it. I got to sit back and watch. I got to sit back and watch a group that I was in for a long time do all this stuff without me because I wanted to do one thing and I'm not allowed to voice my side of the story. Man, some of y'all need to go somewhere and sit down. Y'all so talking about I'm biased about Jessica. Y'all some SM bias. So it's okay. They'll be okay. Jessica's over here in her money and she's swimming and she's happy and she's moisturized and she's rich. Nanny boo boo, stick your head in doo doo. Anyway, let's get started. Chapter 22. And I did go to the bathroom, by the way. I did go to the bathroom, by the way. Let me go ahead and drink some water. I hope everybody is staying hydrated and drinking water. I've drunk 4.5 bottles of water today. Sure did. This is going to be like towards the 5th bottle of water. I love water. I love it. Keeps my skin nice and delicious looking. All right, here we go. Chapter 22. Shh, don't wake her up yet. Scooch over. Okay, ready? Count of 3. Happy launch day. My eyes fly open to the blast of the party horns, and I shoot up in bed. Oh my God, I think I'm having a heart attack. You guys scared the crap out of me. Everyone burst out laughing as I fully wake up and take in what's going on around me. Gold and pink confetti is raining down on my head. Uma leans against the doorframe while Appa sits on the chair at the bamboo desk. At the foot of my bed, Leah, Harry, Julian are all squished together, perching on the edge of the mattress wearing birthday hats. What is all this? I laugh at Leah. I laugh as Leah plops a pink birthday hat with gold trim on top of my head. We're celebrating Rachel's K birthday, obviously, Leah says. Only you would sleep in on a day like this. Leah, it's 8 a.m. I know, but still, we've been up for 2 hours prepping. Julian and I can't stay here, he says. I notice she's dressed for the lab in a simple pair of fitted gray pants, long sleeve blouse, and a name tag. But we had to swing by to tell you good luck. You're going to absolutely kill it, babe, Julian says, reaching over to give me a one-arm hug. I'm meeting my brand manager for coffee, and then I'm dragging her straight to... I'm not going to read this word. We're going to have the Google translation to do this. I forgot I have to have this thing on when I'm reading. Where is it?
Apgujong Dong.
Say it again. They are going to...
Apgujong Dong.
There we go. Hot dang. Oh, somebody sent me a message on my Instagram. I have to read that later. But yes. Rodeo Street. So I can pick up one of your bags for myself. Rodeo Street. So I can pick up one of my bags for myself. I already have a whole vlog planned for it. Oh, you don't have to do that, I say with a small smile. A little embarrassed, but all to do. Are you kidding me? Of course we do, Jiyun says, looking at me like I'm crazy. And here he says, even when we didn't have to, due to the rules of best friendship, we would anyway because those bags are fierce. Well, if you insist, I say, smiling brighter. For the millionth time since we met back in fourth grade, I'm struck by how lucky I am to have such amazing friends. Just then, Kiri's Apple Watch starts beeping out an alarm. Okay, now we really have to go before I'm officially late, she says, hopping off my bed. Celebratory drinks later? Jiyun asks as she follows Hiri towards the door. Truthfully, I can't even let myself think ahead all the way tonight. I'm too nervous about what the day holds. But I nod anyway and jump out of bed to give the twins each a big hug, then wave goodbye as they hustle out my room. Thank you, I say to Leah and my parents when it's just the four of us. This was so sweet of you. You worked so hard for this, Oma says, squeezing my shoulder. We couldn't just let it go by like any ordinary day. Wow, our daughter, a designer, Appa says proudly. My heart swells. I can't believe we made it to the launch day. Then I made it to that I made it to launch day. Last night I lay in bed for hours thinking about today. What will it feel like to see someone walking down the street wearing one of my designs? Or if nobody buys them? I toss and turn, picturing the bag sitting there on the department store shelves collecting dust. While it's true that I'm doing this on my own, I know everything I do reflects on DB and Girls Forever as a whole. And seeing the pride in my father's face right now, I know it reflects on my family too. They'll, of course, love me no matter what, whether I succeed at this new venture or fall completely on my face. But even so, I'm terrified of letting everyone down. Leah blows her party horn, breaking me from my nervous thoughts. We bought a special breakfast for you too, Uni, she says. Egg and cheese breakfast croissants from that new brunch place across the street. She says croissants in an exaggerated French accent. They're soft and flaky and amazing. I want a croissant right now. I want a chocolate croissant. No, I want a almond croissant. Almond croissants are so delicious. Oh my goodness. Hey Noveika. I love almond croissants. Y'all hit that like button, please. I appreciate that. I can already taste the butter, I say, grinning. I just have to do one thing first. First, I'll meet you out there. I reach for my phone as Uma, Appa, and Leah leave my room. I already have an Instagram post scheduled for the day. One last time, I check over the photo of me posting with all 6 of my bags over my shoulders. I stare at the photo, pleased with the final result. The bags are cohesive. They make a statement about color and whimsy and living your best life, but they are still all very distinct from one another. So I had to think carefully about what kind of backdrop and outfit would complement them all. In the end, we shopped the pics in front of a plain white backdrop with flowers of every color scattered on the floor. I wore a sleek pale wash denim pantsuit. Meet your new favorites at Rachel K, the caption says, encouraging people to follow us at rachel.k.shop. I take a deep breath. Here we go. I click post. Okay. Oh my God, it's done. As soon as I'm sure it's posted, I turn off my phone and stick it under my pillow to make sure I'm not tempted to recheck it in 1,000 more times. I'll be constantly refreshing my feed if I don't. I can already feel my fingers itching to grab my phone and see how people are responding. So I quickly leave my room to wash up and join the others for breakfast. There's nothing like croissants to start today. They're buttery and flaky, just like Leah said. And I inhale mine before I even take my first sip of hot tea or Noah Gray with extra whole milk, which is my go-to on the rare cozy mornings in. For the better part of breakfast, I'm able to ignore the anxious butterflies in my stomach and just enjoy celebrating the launch of my family. But the pastries are gone all too soon. Even though I have a stylist coming over at 10 to help me get ready for an interview, I'm too nervous to focus. So instead, I offer to help Leah pick out an outfit for Sego's upcoming fan meeting. Then I flop down on the living room couch and flip through the channels, barely registering what's on the screen. until Appa comes in and asks why I'm watching the Animal Channel, and I suddenly realize I've been tuned into the mating rituals of meerkats for who knows how long. Oh my lord, girl, what you doing watching that? Just as I'm dying to check my phone, the stylist Missy arrives and we move into a frenzy of outfits and hair and makeup. I carry my phone dinging from inside my room. Do you want me to take a peek first? Missy asks as we wrap up, seeing me visibly twitching to grab my phone. Jung will be here in 5 minutes. I'm meeting the interviewer at a cute cafe nearby. It's okay, I say, I got this. If there's anything I learned from being in the entertainment industry for the past 6 years, it's that you have to brave the public eye sooner or later. No one can do it for you, no matter how much you might want them to. As the last second, I grab my phone as I head out the door, and I take a look. And I take a look as I step into the car waiting for me out on the street. My lock screen is flooded with text. Suddenly, the breakfast sandwich threatened to come back up, and all the nerves I've been trying to hold back take over. I quickly tap in my pen and start scrolling through the messages. Colin Matson, Rachel, love your bags. Congratulations. I'm so proud and excited for you. XOX. Julian, Rachel, your line is amazing. I'm literally bragging to everyone at Lot right now. I'm friends with the designer. Harry, seriously, I just stepped out during my lunch break. I can't choose one bag. I need them all in my life. The Instagram post is getting so many likes and comments per second that I can barely keep up. An article praises my bags for being fresh and functional, while another celebrates the unique point of view. I started reading one of the articles posted by Nylon. Rachel K is the first fashion line launched by a K pop idol. As expected, the Girls Forever, Korea's number one girl group, um, read our feature on their meteoric rise here. Starline is drawing in fans from all around the globe, but it's clear already that the appeal of Rachel K stretches far beyond lovers of K-pop. At this rate, Miss Kim should expect an influx of new fans, not just for her music, but her dynamic debut as an up-and-coming fashion designer. I feel like I'm dreaming. I was hoping the line would not be a complete flop, but this is beyond anything I could have ever expected. Still, just because critics are praising the bags doesn't mean that the customers are buying them. If it was surreal seeing the press coverage of my bags, it's even more surreal seeing them for sale in actual stores. Inside Lot department store, I watch from the swimwear section and a handful of shoppers pick up my bags and try them on in front of a full-length mirror. Once they're gone, I walk over to check things out myself. Seeing my designs lit up under store lights alongside designers like Prada and Fendi, I feel a flutter of excitement and adrenaline. I can't believe this is actually really happening. They've created this gorgeous hot air balloon display, except instead of wicker baskets, each balloon holds a handbag at its base. The balloons themselves are crafted out of shimmering crystals suspended in air. I quickly snap a picture of it to send to Alex. Oh my God, it's Rachel! At the sound of my name, I turn to find a small crowd has gathered here in the accessory department. My bodyguard steps forward to keep the crowds back as more and more fans start screaming and waving in my direction. Hi, Rachel, we love your bags. I wave back with both hands, smiling so big that my cheeks hurt. Thank you so much for your support, everyone. I walk down the line, shaking everyone's hand and thanking them individually. There is the young woman who tells me that she's buying herself a Rachel K bag to celebrate her recent graduation from law school. And she only pursued a career in law because I inspired her to chase her dreams. There's the high school girl who tells me she got a job, her first ever at a frozen yogurt shop, and pulled double shifts every opportunity so she could just afford one of my bags. Her mother, who's standing in line with her, jokes to me that I'm the only one who finally gave her daughter a work ethic. Everyone is so lovely and excited. It's actually kind of overwhelming. By the time I get back into the car, all I want is to slip on a comfy knit joggers and eat a nice bowl of Pat Bingsu in bed. My phone buzzes, jolting me out of my sweet shaved ice dreams. A notification reminds me that I have 3 missed calls from Alex. I immediately dial him up on FaceTime. He answers on the first ring. Rachel, he says, his face appearing on the screen. There you are. I've been trying to reach you. Can you believe this? I say, putting my hand over my mouth. I'm at a total loss for words. Yes, I can, he says, laughing with the biggest grin on his face. I can definitely believe it. Your line is incredible, and you worked so hard for this. God, I wish I could be there with you in person to celebrate. Me too, I said wistfully. Alex has been stuck at home in Hong Kong for the past several weeks working on a tricky business negotiation, the timing of which feels like both a blessing and a curse. As much as I love to share this moment with him, I've been so dodged by the press today, there's no way we have been able to spend time together without being caught. Hold on, let me text my husband. Okay. All right. The numbers from Lot are really strong. They are asked how strong. With numbers like this, you can even think about opening your own boutique a couple of years from now. My own boutique? I can't even imagine it. Adrenaline shoots through me, a mix of excitement and fear. This thing is growing and it's happening so quickly. Don't get me wrong, I'm ecstatic, but it's scary too. There's certainly no going back now. And what started as a little experiment is now out in the world. It's got its own momentum and it's good or bad. I always won't get to control what comes next. So, all right, here we go, y'all. All right. All right. Who we so I'm gonna tell y'all something, okay? In this chapter, it's about to get real. So some of y'all gonna get mad because I know I got mad. But child, the mess is about to begin. You heard me? So we about to go ahead and get into it. All right? Oh my goodness. Mm-mm-mm. All right. All right. Here we go. If I thought I was busy before launch, I don't know what I was thinking. Days passed marked by girls forever commitments, calls for interviews about Rachel K, designing and planning orders for new bags and shooting social media promotions. Girl, I hope you was getting paid during this. Hey, MJ, hey girl. Is this what having it all looks like? The crazy part about success that most people don't know, no matter how huge the moment is, it doesn't actually change your day to day life as much as you would think. You're still hurrying to get out your shower in the morning and make it to group appearances on time. You're still cranky when you get stuck in a long line trying to grab a nice mocha to go. You're still worried about making the right impressions. You still miss your family. You still don't know how to wrestle the fear in your chest when you think about the future, including the amazing guy who called you his girlfriend in front of his whole family, even though you weren't quite ready for him to. I know I should talk to Alex about our relationship, about how the term sends twin jolts of joy and anxiety through me each time he uses it. But at the same time, things feel so good right now, and I don't want to risk it. My brand is being received better than I could have hoped. I just celebrated my 6-year anniversary with the girls and feel closer to them than ever. I'm back at home with my family, and even if we don't get to see each other as often as we like, I have an amazing guy in my life. I don't want to ring all that with difficult conversations, at least for the moment. It's like I've achieved some perfect but fragile equilibrium. Like I'm balancing a dozen plates, but one wrong move will send them all shattering down. There's no heat on earth like Shanghai in August. As soon as I exit Pudong Airport, I can feel the humidity, my skin prickling with heat. I'm dying for a shower, but we won't be checking into the Peninsula Hotel this trip. I'm just in under 8 hours. We'll be back here to catch our return flight home to Seoul. My schedule this week was packed with DB commitments, but there was no way I was going to miss the chance to present my line at the grand opening of Lane Crawford's new Shanghai flagship store. It's normal to miss things because of personal projects sometimes, like when Sun Hee missed the multi-group concert because of the radio award show, or another time when Mina had to do some reshoots for When I Loved You and missed the 7 appearances we had booked for that day. But with the LA concert coming up, I didn't want to miss any of the group promotional events we had planned. So I told DB I couldn't make the trip to Shanghai and back in a single day. Now I just have to survive it. Oh, Lord, girl. When we arrive at Lane Crawford, Jung Suk leads me to a green room to get prepped. There, Celeste runs me through the event schedule with my hairstylist tries to wrestle my hair into a sleek, complicated twist. Then I whisked out onto a stage they constructed in the middle of the store under a sparkling glass atrium. Cameras flashing a sea of fans sporting Girls Forever t-shirts and glowing headbands. I present my 6 bags to the crowd, explaining the inspiration behind them and sending extra love to my group mates back at home. After the presentation, I get a half a minute to down an espresso shot and some fried pork dumplings before I'm back in the green room to do some one-on-one interviews with a handful of news outlets, effortlessly switching to greet each one in either Mandarin, English, or Korean. And then in the blink of an eye, I'm back at Pudong Airport, boarding my flight home. I wake up just as we're pulling up to Uma's and Appa's apartment. Good night, Rachel, Jung Hyuk says as he drops me off. See you tomorrow. But his words barely register. I'm already half asleep again. As I trudge to the door and board the elevator, my bed is calling me like a siren song. But before crawling into it, I sit down at my bamboo desk to compose a thank you email to Celeste for organizing today's event. But before I can even open my laptop, sleep finally overtakes me. Once, when we were in our debut year, Girls Fever had to take a 5-hour overnight bus ride from Seoul to Jeonnam on the southern coast. Normally, we had flown, but there was a pilot strike grounding all planes, and there was no way DB was going to let us miss our fan sign. When we finally arrived, every picture I took featured my head tilted at an awkward angle, my neck totally bent out of shape from trying to sleep against the bus window all night. This morning, the crick in my neck is 10 times worse. I wake hunched over my desk, a piece of notebook paper stuck to my face with drool. God, what time is it? I groggily tap my cell phone, only to find that it's dead. Of course, I never plugged it in last night. I fish out my charger for my carry-on bag and anxiously wait for my phone to reboot. I want to call Alex and tell him about yesterday. Besides talking business on launch day, we have been really connected in what feels like weeks. I just want to hear the sound of his voice, to see his smiling face, even if only through FaceTime. Finally, my phone springs to life. I'm about to dial Alex number when a notification pops up on my screen. Today, 9 a.m. GF at Youngum's Cafe. For a moment, I'm totally confused. Then it comes back to me. Youngum at the anniversary dinner, telling us all her mom wanted us to come to the cafe. DB put it in our schedule for the week. Jung Hyuk said, "See you tomorrow," as he dropped me off. As my phone continues to wake up, a series of missed calls from my manager pop up on the screen. The timestamps 8:45, 8:50, 8:55. It's currently 8:57. Shit. I chant, racing through our apartment, shoving my feet in my Nikes, hastily running a brush through my tangled mess of bedhead or desk head, as the case may be. Language, daughter, Uma calls as I run out the door. Jung's car is idling outside our building when I burst through the lobby door. Sorry, I say, slamming the car door behind me. Jung just says nothing but flashes me a look in the rearview mirror. I take a deep breath, sit back in my seat, and will Jung help to break and we'll and and I wait a minute, I'm reading too fast. I take a deep breath and sit back in my seat and will Jung help to break a few speeding laws. When I finally arrive at Youngham's Cafe, I race inside, bracing myself for the crap the girls will undoubtedly give me for my late arrival. But when I enter, all the girls seem happy to see me, like genuinely glad. It's more than a little unnerving to see their big smiles and friendly ways that they beckon me over. I slide into the large booth by the window, feeling like the girl in the horror movie who has no idea she's about to get murdered by a chainsaw wielding maniac. Hi, everyone. Jungen, the place looks great, I say, nodding to the little mason jars of wildflowers that adorn each table. Thanks. My mom went all out after DB said they can do the shoot here. Just then, I noticed a couple of DB photographers flanking inconspicuously around us, snapping some supposedly candid photos of our hangout. Suddenly, I realized that's why the girls are in such a good mood. They're putting on smiles for the camera. A small group of fans have clustered themselves up by the coffee bar, far enough away from my window booth that they can't hear what we're saying, but definitely close enough to keep looking at us out of the corners of their eyes as they take longer than any human needs to stir sugar in their lattes. One whispers behind her hand to her friend who glances um furtively in my direction, then looks at her watch. They totally saw my late arrival. Finally, after 10 minutes of excruciatingly chipper small talk between the Girls Forever girls, the DV photographers say they've gotten what they needed. The moment they're gone, Jungen wheels on me. What the hell? What the hell, Rachel? Where were you? Her harsh tone has me totally taken back. Jungen is normally so measured and thoughtful. I've never seen her show her temper like this. I'm sorry, I stammer. I got home late from Shanghai last night. I totally forgot to set an alarm. I'm so sorry I'm late. You know this cafe is important to me, she says, folding her arms across her chest. We all supported you when you started doing your line, but the one time I'm looking for support back, you can't be bothered. No, Younggun, I start. It was an honest mistake. I'm so sorry. Here, she tosses a small cellophane bag tied with a ribbon in my direction. My mom made these for everyone. We all took pictures with them, at least those of us who were here. I look down and see a cookie intricately decorated with icing. It's me in cookie form. I glance around the table. The rest of the girls have cookie versions of themselves too. Lizzie with pale yellow icing for her blonde hair. See, Heona, that's you, girl. Sun He with full rosy cheeks. I can't believe Mrs. Yoon went through all this trouble for us. I look up at Jungen at a loss for what to say, how to apologize. Before I can even try, she storms off towards the kitchen. I slump into the booth and sip my cappuccino. It's gone cold, the espresso leaving a bitter taste in my mouth. Mina leans over and unwraps a Rachel cookie, and I don't even try to stop her. So, she whispers, your fashion line won't affect your commitment to the group at all, huh? I can totally tell. Then she takes a huge bite right out of my head. So this bitch takes the cookie that the girl made and then bit the cookie her head in front of her face. It gets worse, y'all. It gets worse. I hide out in the ladies' room at Youngin's Cafe for exactly 13 minutes, weighing the pros and cons of having to face the girls again versus having the forevers at the cafe speculate about the digestive issue I must have that's causing me to disappear to the bathroom for such a long stretch of time. Eventually, I decided it's time to face the music. Oversleeping was a complete accident, but I did hurt Youngum, and I have to own that. As I make my way down the hall back towards the dining area, I hear voices coming from the booth by the window. I'm like shocked, though. A few little bags, Lizzie says. I didn't think it would do this well. So this bitch, girl, so Lizzie, this is Lizzie talking cash money shit. Lizzie is talking cash money shit right now. This is what Lizzie is saying. And girl can hear her the whole time. I still holding on that blonde hair for your life because the day they said she got pretty. I know that's the truth. So this is what Lizzie is saying right now. She's talking cash money shit. Let me repeat what she said. I'm like shocked though. A few little bags, Lizzie says. I didn't think it would do this well. Girl. Anyway, I freeze in my steps and lean against the wall, hidden from view. Ugh, I know, Yunji sighs. Like, sure, they're cute and all, but why is the world going bananas over these? My skin grows cold. It's bullshit, is what it is, Mina says. I can almost imagine her rolling her eyes. My dad is so pissed that DB let her do this. Second career. Or career change, Ji Yoon adds with a trace of bitterness. I mean, if she wants to do a fashion, fine, Yugen says, but it seems like she's getting special treatment. DB wouldn't even let me do a measly YouTube channel, but Rachel can create an international company. Did you hear they're selling the bags in Hong Kong too? I know, honestly, I didn't think Rachel would put her fashion line ahead of the group, but it really does feel that way, doesn't it, son? He sadly says. I saw it coming, Ari says with an air of self satisfaction. Suman let out a heavy sigh. This is just between us, but sometimes I just wish everything she did didn't go so perfectly for her. Doesn't it seem like she hardly has to try and good things just fall into her lap? The girls murmur in agreement. And did you see that interview that ran this morning? She's all girls forever this and girls forever that. Like, are you really that loyal or are you just using the group to support yourself? Says Lizzie. These bitches are some haters, bro. Still hidden around the corner, I feel my face flush with hurt. I'm shocked to discover a few tears gathering in the corners of my eyes. I expected it from Mina and Lizzie, but I thought Yinji and I were closer now. And the others, I can't believe they think my staying in the group was part of my inspiration. It's just capitalizing on the group's fame for my own game. When it couldn't be further than the truth, that's especially low. I'm about to head back into the cafe, feeling like I've been punched in the gut. When I hear Lizzie says, "Don't worry, we have a plan." As she starts to describe the plan, she lowers her voice so I can't hear anymore. I lean farther around the corner, trying to catch what she's saying, but at the exact moment, Mina glasses up and we make eye contact. Shit. Mina nudges Lizzie to stop talking. I swallow hard. No point hiding now. I hastily wipe the tears away and step out from behind the corner. Hey, Rachel, Mina says, quirking an eyebrow. The managers are going to be here in 10 minutes to pick us up. Did you didn't manage to be on time for that? I stare at her for a beat, willing her to back off, but she just stares back at me. Finally, I break eye contact and head for the door. I'll be waiting outside. I may have blinked first. It doesn't mean I have to let them see me cry. Dang. So these bitches are bitter. These bitches are bitter, bro. Hey, it's me. Chapter 22. Hey, it's me. Guess we've been playing a little phone tag lately. Let's see updates. Look like we're finally going to contact on Shearson deal, so I might be able to have something resembling a life again. Almani loved the cat sweater you picked out. Unfortunately, Elvis may have to lose a few pounds to fit into it, but don't worry, she's got him on some diet kibble. So anyway, I guess the only other thing to report is how much I miss you. Call me when you can. I replay Alex's message again while I wait for Leah to meet me in the DB lobby. Even through a voicemail, his voice brings me a sense of calm, which I desperately seeking these days. Luckily, yesterday's disastrous cafe visit was the last thing on my schedule for this week, so I have some time to calm down before I have to see the girls again. I still can't get over the whiplash of what happened. One second, I'm feeling like a jerk for missing Young Gun's special cookie moment. The next, I'm feeling like I've been stabbed in the back with a chef's knife. For so long, I was worried about my fashion line not being successful enough. Mina's constant reminders ringing in my ears. When one of us looks bad, we all look bad. But I never expected that the girls would think my brand was too successful. I think back to what you just said at our coffee date, that eventually even the closest groups can be torn apart by internal competition. Is that what's happening to us? I hear a group of people making their way down the main staircase. I look up expecting to see Leah and her Say-Go group mates. They had an early morning recording session, and I promised Leah I'd be waiting with red bean donuts as soon as they let out. But instead, I see the crowd of angry-looking adults. Better take it seriously. Do you know how much money I've given that man over the years? I practically paid for his second vacation home. A man in a blue suit says, yeah, not to mention that eyelid surgery I did for his wife at half price. A woman with a bob and severe bangs ad. Something about her seems familiar, but I can't quite place it. Uni, at the sound of Leah's voice, I turned to see her and her group mates arriving in the lobby from another staircase. Please tell me you have the goods. I smile and wave the box of donuts. Got you covered. We're about to leave the lobby when my cell starts buzzing. I shove the donut box into Leah's hand, frantic to finally catch Alex on the phone, but the call is coming from an unknown international number. Normally, I just let it go to voicemail, but part of me hopes it might be Alex calling from another number for some reason. I duck out the DB building and sit on a nearby bench to take the call. Hello? Hi, is this Rachel Kim? A woman with a British accent says. Speaking, I say. I'm so glad to reach you. My name is Cynthia Brown, she says. I'm an executive at Discipline. I sit up around the bench. Discipline Sportswear? That's Ollie Matson's Carly husband's active wear brand. Yes, hi, how can I help you? We're putting together a shoot in the Swiss Alps to promote the new ski wear line. We obviously love to have you model for us. A photo shoot in the Swiss Alps for Ollie Matson's brand. I hardly think twice. Yes, I'm absolutely interested. Wonderful, Cynthia says. We're also hoping that if things go well, we can plan an event with you and I to meet some fans, and we have you sing, of course. A fan shoot and a solo fan meeting, and she's about to offer me a lifetime supply of chocolate pies next because I'm pretty sure that's the only way this could get better. I'm sorry to be reaching out to you like this, directly like this. Cynthia continues, pulling me back from my chocolate dreams. I tried to connect with your management team earlier today, but they told us everyone was in a meeting, and well, I didn't want to wait. You see, things for the photo shoot are coming together quite quickly. We need you in Switzerland by September 15th. I know it's a bit last minute. Yeah, a bit, I said, chewing on my lip. I need to run it by management and make sure I'm available. Please do and have them get back to us soonest. Soonest? Wow. I hang up with Cynthia and stare at my phone in a daze. I can't believe it. Did that just really happen? I quickly fill Leah in, then race back into DB headquarters. The discipline shoot is just over a month away. I can't waste a minute getting DB permission. Excuse me, Mr. No. I tap on the door slightly. Sorry I didn't see your assistant out there. I know Jung Suk is at the vet with his dogs this morning. Ah, yes, Mr. No says, looking from his desk. He seems distracted, but ushers me into the office. Come in, Rachel. I'm just given an opportunity to do a photo shoot for Discipline Sportswear, I say as soon as I'm seated. They're offering me to fly to Switzerland for the shoot in mid-September. Do you think there's any way we can have that worked into my schedule? Mr. No stiffens. I didn't get a request from Discipline to work with you, he says. They reached out to me directly, I say carefully. They said you were all in a meeting this morning. There was an awkwardness in the air as Mr. No glances down at the papers on his desk, then hastily turns them face down. Yes, well, Mr. No says you need to get me the exact dates. You leave for the LA concert on September 30th, obviously. We can't have this trip brushing against that. I nod. But Mr. No continues, I suppose the timing works and you already said yes. Then we can't turn them down, can we? I let out an inward sigh of relief and bow and thanks. Thank you, Mr. No. As I turn to leave, Mr. No holds up a hand stopping me. Just a reminder, Rachel. His eyes flash behind his glasses. To keep your priorities in order, I certainly hope you're not forgetting what they are. Priority. The word replays in my mind over the next several weeks. As I'm prioritizing the right things, am I giving all my commitments the attention they deserve? The only thing that's given me an ounce or two of peace is the fact that the girls have been unusually quiet. Their nasty comments about my fashion line still sting, but I've tried to push them to the back of my mind, and thankfully I've been too busy with Rachel K to let myself wallow. Even so, ever since overhearing them whisper behind my back about some mysterious plan, I've been feeling nervous, wanting for the other shoe to drop. But now I'm starting to wonder if it was just another instance of petty drama that has blown over while I've been focused on other things. Even when they found out about my upcoming Discipline photo shoot, they were surprisingly chill. Discipline? That's the sportswear line by Olivia Madison, right? Cool, Jung said, giving me a half smile. I couldn't quite read. The rest of the girls seemed too consumed with staring at their own schedules, trying to reconcile how they were going to accomplish it all. For once, maybe they were just as busy as I am. They don't have the energy for drama. Maybe I've been worrying for nothing. Maybe they were just letting off steam that day in the cafe, and yet something squirms in my gut. The knowledge that it's never, ever that simple when it comes to girls forever. Hey, Jung Suk, I say to him as he drives me to DB for a vocal rehearsal. Yes, Rachel. Have you noticed the girls acting a little different lately? Maybe if there's really some sort of sinister plan afoot, Jungsung would have heard it different. Like they've been leaving me alone, not as much drama as I'm used to. I add with a knowing smile. I catch Jungsuk's eye in the rearview mirror. He smiles at me. Jungsuk has probably borne witness to more of the house drama than any of the other managers, though you would never know it because he's also the least likely to snap at any of us. He keeps his cool in every situation, which is why over the years I've come to make sure he's the one managing my personal schedule and traveling rather than any of the other managers on the team. Well, of course, that would be because their parents are keeping them so busy recently. Hard to compete with what you've accomplished, though. Their parents, what do you mean? Jughead chuckles. The girls and all their parents met with DB a couple of days after your launch. You can almost see the smoke coming out of their ears. At Jungsuk words, I instantly think back to the day I was waiting for Leah in the DB lobby. Those angry adults stomping down the stairs. That woman with the bob haircut and blunt bangs looked familiar. Envisioning her furious expression, I suddenly realized why. That piercing look in her eye. It's the spitting image of Lizzie when she's pissed. Everyone was upset that you had gotten the chance to do Fashion Line. They claimed they had no idea about it, Jungsuk explained. Oh my God, I can't believe they say that. My group mates knew all about my fashion line. I kept them in the loop every step of the way, and I have plenty of texts with them to prove it. Then I remember the plan. The girls were gossiping about at the cafe. This must be what they were talking about. Oh, that's grimy. That's grimy. So y'all had to go and snitch to y'all mamas and y'all daddies, and then like lie. You lie. I was on the fence with them, but this book confirms everything thought about them. It was always strange how they kicked her out after she launched her brand, not before. Exactly. I'm just like, y'all so dirty. So you're mad. So you get mad and you run to your mammy and your pappy. Ooh, child. Um. Oh my God, I can't believe they say that. Hold on. What did DB do? I asked Jung Suk. Well, the company explained that you had DB's total permission and approval for your line. And then they said everyone was free to try and start their own companies if that's what they really want, he says with a shrug. Oh, I mumbled, genuinely surprised. Well, good. I'm glad to hear it. As I process this, it occurs to me that this is quite possibly the best case scenario. Everyone is free and empowered to pursue whatever they want. If I can have it all, the rest of the girls should be allowed to have it too. After all, when one of us wins, we all win, right? All right, ladies, let's call the night, our vocal coach says after we finish running through the new songs in the set list for the LA concert. You sound beautiful. It's true, we did sound great. Harmonizing with the girls tonight felt like the perfect metaphor for things finally starting to heal between us. But even so, the intel I got from Jung Hyuk is weighing on my mind. It's clear that we still have some things to sort out. Luckily, it seems like maybe the girls are feeling the same way. Son, he stops me after practice, inching towards me almost shyly. Hey, it's been a while. We feel like we never get to see you anymore. Why don't you come by the villa tonight? Lizzie's coming and Young Guns too. She's gonna make Taboki. You should come. It'll be like old times. Okay, I said, giving Sunhee a smile. I'm glad we're going to get the chance to address what happened with their parents. Maybe it's just a misunderstanding. Girl, I wouldn't go. I wouldn't go. Jungsuh got the story wrong. Hopefully, going over to the villa tonight will help clear the air. That sounds great. Actually, I'll just run home and shower and then meet you guys there. Great. She glances back towards the rest of the girls, now fully on board. Their SUVs waiting for her to join them. Can't wait. A few hours later, I find myself in through the front door carrying a donut twist that Uma sent with me. I told her there'd be plenty to eat with Yunga and making Taboki, but mom's, or at least mine anyway, can never send you out the door empty-handed. Girls, I'm here, I call. It's dead silent. Weird. Did they go out? I texted Sunny from the car to give her my ETA. I walk into the living room and nearly jump out of my skin in surprise. The girls are all standing in the middle of the room, waiting for me with their arms crossed, like they're about to stage an intervention. I feel like I walked onto some set of some strange dystopian movie or maybe horror. Their eyes lock on mine, and then I glance at Sunhee. She looks guilt. She looks guiltily. This isn't a hangout, it's an ambush. Rachel, take a seat. We need to talk, Mina says briskly. She gestures to the couch. I slowly sit down, lowering my box of donut twists. What's going on? I say, looking up at the girls, my heart thumping out in my chest. Standing together like that, they look like an impenetrable wall. I never felt so alienated from the group. We've been discussing it, Lizzie says, and all of us feel like you're no longer committed to the group. That's not true, I say. I mean, I know I've been busy these days, but Girls Forever is my number one priority. It's always been, and it always will be. Well, it sure isn't felt that way. So, baby, you need to prove it, Mina says. She glances at the other girls and then looks back at me. We're going to need you to put your brand on hold. I must heard her wrong. Put it on hold, I say, echo. Yes, Mina says firmly, at least until the end of our contract with DB. My stomach recoils. That's 4 years away. My brand is just starting out. I can't afford to put it on hold now while it's still so new. If I did, I would basically mean ending Rachel K together. Are they seriously giving me an ultimatum? Asking me to choose between fashion and the Girls Forever? This is a little dramatic, isn't it? I say. We're thinking about what's best for the group, while all you've been thinking about is what's best for you, Lizzie accuses. That's not fair, I say, stung. You all have side things going on too. Mina's movie, Ari's musical, and besides, I say, hurt turning to annoyance the more I think about what they're asking me. As you and your parents know, DV gave me permission to launch my line. Lindsay glances at Mina. I don't think they knew I was in the loop about how they met with DB a few weeks ago. That's not the point, Lizzie mumbles. And besides, Suman jumps in, we're not constantly jet setting around the world for fashion shows on photo shoot. Aren't you leaving for Switzerland in a few days, right before our big concert? You were late to all events in the summer, Ari says with a hand on her hip. It was totally rude. They just ambushed this girl. She didn't even get a chance to tie her hair back and get her Vaseline out to fight. This is dirty. You just don't jump people like that. You let somebody prepare first. I want to argue at this point. Oh, it was totally rude, right, Youngin? I wanted to argue at this point. Besides what happened at the cafe, I really have not been late to anything, at least not more than a minute or two. And there have been girls who have actually missed events and performances altogether because of their personal projects. Why I'm getting singled out. But at the same time, I do have to admit that with all I've had on my plate since the launch, the fashion brand has been taking a pretty big chunk of real estate in my brain these days. Not to mention the whole defining the relationship thing with Alex that I've been spending all my brain power trying to avoid thinking about. Of course, I'm still totally committed to Girls Forever, but maybe I haven't been as good at juggling things as I thought. Maybe there's some truth to what they're saying. You're always exhausted these days, Youngin adds. You clearly have too much on your plate. You're going to have to let something go sooner or later. I'm sorry, Rachel, but they're not wrong, Jung says with a shrug, trying to take it personally, but really think you need to make a decision. Sunhee bites her lip. I wonder if she's going to defend me, but she says nothing. So, Mina says, raising her eyebrows, what's it going to be? I stare at them in disbelief. They're posing this to me like it's a choice, but obviously I'm not going to choose to leave this group. I've been doing K-pop since I was recruited at 11. I would be nothing without this, without them. I would be nothing without them. Besides, like I said, girl groups are like Jenga puzzles. If I left, it would spell bad news for the rest of them, and I don't want that either. Mina's always saying that if one of us messes up, it reflects badly on the whole group. Well, my quitting the group or quitting my fashion line a month after it launched would definitely make the group look bad. We may be the agency's shining star right now, but if Girl Forever started to slip in popularity or because too marred with drama, DB wouldn't hesitate to shut the group down. Are the girls really willing to take the risk by making me choose? Look, I need some time to think about this, I say. Lizzie starts to retort, but Mina cuts her off. Fine. Get back to us once you had a chance to figure out your priorities, Mina says. Priorities. There's this word again. Woo, these bitches is pissing me off, bruh. This is the reason why in Korea, with these K-pop groups and these companies, bitches start feeling let's not say bitches, girls, the group members feel a certain type of way. You know what I'm saying? When they don't get certain attention or like opportunities in groups. And this is what happens. And unfortunately, there's members that are in SNSD that weren't getting any type of attention and shit and no type of shine and stuff and getting jealous and mad. And I'm just like, what? And I'm starting to think they didn't like her either because she was Korean American too. That's another reason why I think they didn't like her. Everything about this whole situation is messed up. It's boo boo. It's complete boo boo in my opinion. Everything about it is boo boo, boo boo, like boo boo, like you. Really, this is how we treat people. It's sad, man. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and read this last chapter and end it for tonight, and we'll probably finish up next week if I'm not too pissed off at reading this shit. Okay. Hold on. All right. All right. Let's see. All right. Read this last chapter and we're gonna end it for the night because I'm just that irritated me. To be honest, we'll be finished with the book next week, y'all. So we're almost there. Let's see. Let me tell you, she need to stick with dancing. Singing and rapping ain't her forte at all. Like, let's just be real. And this is just an opinion, but I think she needs to stick with her dancing. Cause girl, you know, we just gonna go. I remember an article from Dispatch apparently saying the same thing about their parents meeting up, and the article was taking out 5 minutes. Oh, so okay. Jessica's out here confirming everything. Ooh, you confirming everything. The girls didn't want Jessica. The girls didn't want Jessica to do her thing outside the group. They did. She can do what Minzy do. Minzy has her own dance company, and then she has her own company. But the thing about Minzy is that she can dance and she can sing. That's the difference between her and Minzy. Minzy actually has all types of talent, but you know. Let me stop with the shade. 23. How many chapters this book is? Got 30 chapters, so we got 7 more left, y'all. Here we go. Holy crap, Rachel, Leah said. Leah, I screamed, dropping my highlighter brush as I swivel around. You scared me. She's leaning on the doorframe to the bathroom. It's 6 a.m. I thought I'd be at the house before she even woke up. My flight to Switzerland leaves early. No, you're scaring me. I just wanted to say goodbye and wish you luck before the big shoot, but you're acting so jumpy these days. What's going on? I shrugged, going back to my makeup. It's nothing. We just been working nonstop. We're in the doghouse at DB because this new dance number we keep watching. I remind her. They basically threatened to pull the LA show if we don't shape up. We have to be on top of our game. Now more than ever with, everything that's gone on. She nods sympathetically, then comes to sit on the closed lid of the toilet. Yeah, that's rough, but Uni, no offense, you look like you've been hit by a double decker tourist bus. Are you even sleeping? I snorted her alarmingly um, passivity. Gee, thanks, Leah. She laughs. I just mean I'm worried about you. Be honest. Are you really okay? Are you sure there's not else anything else going on you're not telling me? Damn it. Why are your sister's spidey senses so powerful? Of course there's something. I'm not telling her. It's been 4 days since the girls gave me their friendly intervention, aka the ultimatum. My stomach has been twisted and wrenched into such a tight knot since that. I'm seriously shocked I've been able to get down my food, any food. And she's right. I haven't been sleeping. I sigh and turn to her face. Okay, maybe a little. Knew it. She leaps up to sit on the edge of the sink, looking a little smug. I swat her knee. The reason I haven't said anything is that I'm still processing it. Are you going to keep me in suspense forever? Processing what exactly? And so I spill everything about the quote unquote plan I overheard at Jung's Cafe and the horde of angry parents at DB, and last but not least, the ultimatum. Are they just pissed that I was the first one to start a company? Or they're actually genuinely worried about my mental health and how much I'm juggling? And worst of all, does it even matter so long as they might be right? Whoa, whoa, Rachel, slow down, Leah says when I get to the part of my confession. I'm sorry, but are you giving the other girls way too much credit? Go ahead, Crystal. The only person who knows how much as too much is you. There are your group mates, of course, and you care about what they think, but you don't work for them. You don't answer to them, and you work for DB and you work for you. Do you think you're in over your head with everything you're juggling? Crystal don't play about her sister, y'all. Hey Cam, Crystal do not play about her sister. I don't know. I tell her truthfully. I feel my throat get tight. Shit, do not cry right now. I don't have time to fix my eye makeup before it's even dried. And the hardest part is that I'm not even sure how I'm supposed to know. The past few days have been hell. Past couple of weeks, really. I'm sorry I haven't said anything. I don't want to mess up. I don't want to disappoint everyone. It hits me for the first time for the past decade. I've always known one thing, that I wanted to be a K-pop star, but once I knew that, I was simply on track where other people decided my success and my fate for me. As long as I played by their rules, I kept moving one step ahead. But now there's no roadmap for the next step. I'm drawing the map by myself while trying to navigate it, and now Leah, I say, feeling both the weight of it all and the relief of finally sharing how I'm feeling. I'm terrified at all the times these days, terrified of ruining everything I have, letting others down, not being the best. So much pressure. How can I possibly know if I'm launching into next is right or wrong? Bruh, this is sad, bro. This is sad. She blames everything on herself. I can't imagine working for somebody and signing a contract where I basically sign my all my rights over. I can't date. I can't do this. I can't do that. I can't say this. I can't do that. This is sad, bro. That's sad. That's the reality of K-pop too for a lot of these idols out here. This is why so many of them mental health are so messed up, because of the pressure, man, of having to be perfect, and you have to be the reliable person. You got to do this and you got to do that. It's up to you. It's a lot of pressure, man. This is messed up. Hey, Apollo. Well, what does Alex think? He always seems to have good advice. My voice breaks and there's no way to hide it, especially not from Leah. Rachel, she says gently around my shoulders, are you and Alex over? No, no, I rush to assure. It's not that. I just haven't told him about all this either. But why? Leah asks. I don't get. Why wouldn't you just talk to him about because I say it with more force than I mean to. I set down my eyebrow pencil and leaned against the sink, some parallel with Leah. Because I continue more softly. I know these girls will have my life and Alex hasn't. I feel like I owe it to the group to figure this out on my own. Alex has always been supportive of my goals and he wholeheartedly supports the group too, but I have a feeling that the girls won't see it that way. If Alex is one who helps me come to a decision, whatever the decision ends up being, with all the girls hold that against me too. So you're what, just avoiding him because you don't already magically have all the answers? Leah says with an air of unsentimental practicality that sounds a lot like Uma. Kind of. Truth is, I've been responding to his text with super busy right now. Let's discuss it soon. And haha, totally gotta run. He must suspect something is up, but so far he hasn't called me out on it. I just miss him so much, and trying to talk about these weighty things over text feels so insufficient. Doesn't he deserve to know how you're feeling? He's your boyfriend, isn't he? And that's the $1,000,000 question right there. Isn't he? It's clear Alex wants to be my boyfriend and already considers himself to be so, and I want that too. But in the real world, my real world, the label boyfriend is precarious territory. Junior used to say in high school, you can pick two friends, good grades or sleep. Or apparently in the world of K-pop, you have to choose between your group, your passion, and your love life. Choosing between the three feels like being forced to pick which finger you could do without. But in the end of the day, you have to figure out what your priorities are. I I stopped myself from answering her. I'm going to be late for my ride. Thanks for listening. I love you. I love you too, Rach, she whispers. You'll figure it out. You always do. And when I'm out of the bathroom, grabbing my suitcase and racing out the door. We will all now begin our initial boarding flight for 872 to Geneva. I can hear the announcement just as we're approaching the gate. Jung Suk and I scan our boarding passes, then hurry down the gangway. When we arrived at the airport today, we were double, no triple paparazzi I'm used to. They've been on me even more since the Rachel K launch. Stopped by Natural Alley, grabbed my usual pre-flight almond butter and chia smoothie, nearly dropped the whole thing down my white silk blouse when a photographer jumped out from behind the espresso machine to snap a pic. Usually when I'm traveling solo, as opposed to with the group DB has on a tight schedule, I love taking my time in the airport, stopping to pick up a fresh stack of magazines for the flight, stocking up on gum. But today I was glad we were running late. I just wanted to get to the airport as quickly as possible. Finally, I'm on the plane with my earbuds and my favorite pillow, all ready to go. But then I go to cue up my relaxing flight music on my phone. I notice a media alert with my name in it. I'm tempted to switch to plane mode and forget about it until we land, but that's obviously impossible. I clicked on it right away. Rachel Kim's Mystery Man Exposed. Oh God. Now I have to read on. For months, netizens have been speculating about the existence of a possible secret boyfriend for Girls Forever lead singer Rachel Kim. Between her sudden and unexplained Seoul hotel stay this spring to rumors that she was also in attendance at the dinner date that exposed group mate Shin Yunji and boyfriend Song Gunwoo, there have been several clues pointing towards Rachel Kim having someone special in her life, but Rachel has yet to be photographed with any male suitors. So if there is a mystery man, who is it? Well, after receiving an anonymous tip from a close source, we believe that Rachel's secret beau just might be Korean American business mogul Alex Jeon. Rachel stands have placed Miss Kim and Mr. Jeon in the same city at the same time on several occasions. Singapore during Rachel's filming of 123 Win, Paris during her Neil Kramer fashion show appearance, and Hong Kong during her Lane Crawford fashion line meeting. It's worth waiting. It's worth noting that Mr. Jeon's company is a known investor in Miss Kim's Rachel K fashion line. But while no photo evidence exists to confirm whether their business relationship has turned romantic, our anonymous tip assures us that it is indeed that case. Someone in the fucking group snitched on her. Them bitches snitched on her. They fucking snitched on her. Hey, TK, who Okay. Who snitched on her? Who snitched on her? It was Yunji. Yunji is the one that snitched on her because the bitch went on a date with Jessica and her boyfriend at the restaurant. She's the one that snitched. She snitched on her. They all snitch. No, she told Yunji and she thinks she told another girl in the group. Either way, it was between them two girls that fucking snitched. I am livid. Y'all that irritated at this? You gave her ultimatum, but now you mad you want to snitch? Oh my goodness. If my stomach knotted before, now it's hardened into a solid rock of chia smoothie. In dread, this close source, there are only two groups of people in my life who knows about Alex. Our family and close friends in my group. And our families would never go to tabloids about me. But could one of the girls really have done that to me? Girl, yes. Maybe they didn't mean to. Maybe they slipped up and said the wrong thing to the wrong person. Or maybe the girls just don't think it's fashion that has to go. Maybe they think Alex has to go too. They thought of ending things with him makes me want to throw up. Whatever I decided to do about the ultimatum, I'm going to have to do it soon before things get crazier, which inevitably they will, because this is a life I've been given for better or worse, and no one else is going to make the next choice for me. God, dog. These bitches is really, I cannot believe y'all really gonna switch up on her like that. Y'all sat her down. For the people that came in late, let me tell y'all what happened. Child, so homegirl Rachel went to an event in Shanghai. She got back late for Jung's event. When she went, them girls was just talking cash money shit. Rachel went into the bathroom. She was in there for 13 minutes because she had to she had to chill out for a minute. She overheard these girls talking about we got a plan and this and that what we're gonna do. Well, Green Lamp said that, I think it was Green Lamp or Dante, I think it's Green Lamp mentioned that Dispatch took it off the site, that when this shit went down with Jessica leaving the group, all the parents of SNSD came in that office at SM Entertainment, but they took the article down. So the shit happened. So they got mad and tried to get, the parents up there and to get mad at Jessica about having a company. But then the girls were like smiling on her face, talking about, oh, come to the crib, to the villa. We'll have a good time. We'll eat some tteokbokki and shit. These bitches made this girl sit down and gave her an ultimatum, talk about, you either leave what you doing with this damn fashion line or it's us. You need to choose. So these hoes are just bitter, man. They're just bitter for no reason. They're just bitter. Whoo! In 5 minutes, damn. I wish I could have got a screenshot of that. That would have been gold. So by the time we make it to the hotel in Zermatt, it's already past 10 p.m. My body is still on Korean time, 6 a.m. The next day, my brain is on a whole nother planet. From the airport, we took a train 4 hours to the carless village of Zermatt before switching to a cable car to take us up to the mountainside Hotel de Chalet, where we'll be shooting. Discipline had offered to arrange for a car transfer directly from the airport, but back when we made it to the travel arrangements, I was so excited by the idea of arriving by train, seeing all the twinkling lights by the village as we pulled in, that I turned down the offer. Needless to say, I'm now regretting that choice. I'm physically and mentally exhausted and cranky as all get out. I'm so ready to submerge in a hot bath and then collapse in bed that I've barely taken the breathtaking view from the window and mountains, snow-capped even in September, all aglow in dying sunlight, casting peach and lavender streaks through the sky. Once the bellhop leaves me alone, I open my suitcase and start digging for my matching cashmere sweats and hoodie. They're calling my name from somewhere in here. As I rummage, I already whipped off my sweater and starting to unbutton my top. Knock, knock. This better not be her dude. If he follows her to Switzerland, I can't believe it. He's gonna follow. Oh, I know he's following this girl to Switzerland. What the? I look up from my suitcase and I thought about calling down for some room service, but I didn't think I actually done it. Then again, I'm so beat, I'm not willing to rule out the possibility that a zombie ordered some late night French fries to eat in the tub. I walk over to the door and open it to a crack, but no one is there. Either there's a ghost haunting the Zermatterhof, or I'm imagining things in my sleep deprivation. Knock, knock. Hold on. It's not coming from the door, it's coming from the closet. I walk up to the closet door, grabbing the flower vase full of asters on the nightstand on the way, thinking if there's someone hiding in my closet, more paparazzi, I'll smash this over their head and run for help. Then I realize that's insane. I would never use such extreme measures, no matter how much I secretly hate the paparazzi. Besides, it's just as likely the sound it is an actual ghost, and I'm pretty sure blunt force has little impact on non-corporeal creatures. I take a deep breath and I take a deep breath and swing the closet door open. Are you going to bludgeon me with that? God, I say, my hand momentarily leaving my chest and letting my shirt fly open before quickly clamping it closed again. No, the name is Alex Gion. I knew his ass is going to be there. Hey, Ruby, I knew his ass is going to be there. But I do get that a lot. He grins cheekily, streaking out his hand for me to shake as he leans casually against the doorframe of what I now see is not a closet at all, but an adjoining hotel room. I thought you were a ghost, paparazzo, I say, putting down the flower vase and rubbing my eyes, trying to process what's happening. At least he has the decency not to mention whether I just flashed him with my bra. His eyebrows quirk up. Were you about to say ghosts? I blush a bit and roll my eyes before throwing my arms around him. Oh my God, I'm so glad you're here. I'm surprised to feel I'm surprised to feel myself welling up with happiness. Welling up with happy tears. It's been so long since we've been together, and the stress of the past few weeks have been brutal. Seeing him there, smelling his familiar cologne, it's like a soothing balm for my frayed nerves. I thought I would surprise you, he says, laughing as I practically squeeze him to death. It's been months. Is it okay that I came? What, of course? I look at him like he's grown 3 heads. How on earth could this not be okay? But then I remember the reveal piece, Rachel Kim mystery man exposed. Someone in my own inner circle supposedly leaking details about me and Alex to the press. I'm so happy you're here, I say, giving him one last squeeze. But no one saw you, did they? There was an article. Apparently, people have been catching on to our shared travels. I flop down on the bed, rebuttoning my shirt the rest of the way up. The cashmere jogger set will have to wait. Yeah, he says, following me and coming to sit on the end of the bed. I saw it. And not until I landed in Geneva this afternoon. Geneva, yet another city that tabloids could connect both of us to. Alex, I groaned, turning my face into the pillow. I immediately deleted my social media, Alex quickly assures me, placing a hand on my shoulder. I only had 7 Instagram followers to begin with, and they were all family, so there's nothing on it. I can't help it. I roll over and laugh. He has the ability to cheer me up even when the world is only getting crazier around us. I look up and meet his eyes and see nothing but sincerity and concern there. Alex is careful. I know he is. The paparazzi and tabloid outlets simply will stop at nothing to ferret out any details of my personal life and expose them for all the world to see. And ever since the girl's ultimatum, I felt so weak and overwhelmed. I'm balancing so much. It's like an unexpected gift that he's here right now. Thank you, I whisper. He says softly, it's you and me against the world, right? Alex looks at me expectantly, waiting for me to confirm what he just said. My heart knows it's true, but it's like my brain can't can't make the words come out. Back in Hong Kong, flying through the streets after we evaded the paparazzi, it felt so easy to believe those words. You and me against the world, but lately it feels like the world has the upper hand. Okay, he says finally. So do you want me to skip the photo shoot tomorrow so we can stay more discreet? The mystery man can just hang around the hotel. He's giving me a wry smile and proving once again how much he cares about me. He's willing to navigate anything just to be here. No, come, I say impulsively. I'm sure Ollie and Carly are looking forward to seeing you. We'll take separate cars and Meet at the chalet, he finishes, reading my mind. Exactly. Okay, good night, Rachel. He lingers for a moment, like he wants to kiss me goodnight, but isn't sure if he should. Don't worry, I say, leaning in. I think we're clear of ghosts and paparazzi. Alex grins back and meets me halfway, our lips connecting in an all too brief kiss. I'm still reveling in the moment, eyes closed, when I hear him slip back into his hotel room and close the adjoining door. I sigh. Good night, I say to no one. I get ready for bed, finally digging out the cashmere deep set from the suitcase and washing my face, skipping the luxurious bath altogether. I've been tired all day, but when I finally lie down to sleep, my brain won't cooperate. I lie awake, tossing and turning, thinking about Alex. His being here was the best surprise. For the first time in days, I felt like I could finally breathe again. But now that he's on the other side of the hotel wall, I feel all my anxieties begin to creep back in. I wish I had told him about the girl's ultimatum, which still feels like a dumbbell on my chest and makes all of this even more complicated. I wish he was here next to me instead of in the opposite room so we can fall asleep in each other's arms. I wish. I never felt like this before. This is all consuming, ironclad sense that Alex is my person, that he's the one. It's thrilling and terrifying all at once. Yet there's still a small voice in the back of my head. Don't let the media catch you. Don't ruin everything you worked for. But at least for now, I'm not letting that fear overpower me. It's just one of the many emotions swirling through my brain as I roll over and mush my pillow in a more comfortable shape. Hold on, I'm just trying to see how many more pages we got. Okay. All right. Beyond the nervousness, there's joy, confusion, excitement, and most of all, utter exhaustion. I snuggle further into the blankets, thinking of Alex dimples and chic sportswear, soft snow. Before I know it, I'm drifting off to sleep. So there we have it. I think that'll be enough for tonight. Um, I think that'll be enough for tonight. Yeah, that'll be enough. So let's see. I'm reading some right now. So we're gonna read. Let's see, 25. We're gonna read. So it's getting towards gearing towards the end of the book. So basically, mm, oh Lord, it's getting kind of rough. Whoa. I'm reading some of this. I'm just like, right now, I'm just like looking through this stuff and it's getting kind of serious. Oh, wow. This is sad. Mm-mm-mm. I'm just looking at this right now, and this is sad. Where everything is leading up. This is sad. Mm. Okay, so all right. So next week we're gonna be finishing up this book. I had to go and like just skim through a couple of pages, and to be honest, it's going to get it's going to get 20. I think page not chapter 26-7 is when shit is just sad. So right now we are at the final moments of her at quote unquote SM Entertainment. Right now, this is before the LA concert that they were supposed to be going to, because they have their anniversary is coming up. Well, it's come up, but this is for like the DB family concert in LA and all this stuff. Right now, she is in Switzerland doing the shoot, but yeah, we are leading up to the moments of everything that's going on, man. And I'm just like, this is pretty sad, man. This is sad. It's pretty sad. It had to be. It had to be. It had to be. Because y'all remember Catch Me If You Can? They had that one video with Jessica, and as soon as Jessica left, they reshot the whole video again without her, which is messed up. So I was just like, dang, y'all really did that. So it's a whole mess, bruh. It's a whole mess. Uh, mm. So, all right. Um, oh Jesus. A lot's been going on in this book. As it's been hard to hear what all she's been through. It is. That's why I'm just. She really was. It's just I don't know. It's starting to get depressing now. I was getting angry. I'm still angry, but I'm sad because I'm just like the loyalty this girl devoted to the group and stuff. And You can tell somebody like cared, and they maybe cared, they maybe have cared for her, but there's a way to go about it. You feel me? Like there could have been a different approach. Like, yo, we think you working a little bit too much. You know what I'm saying? If you need some help, like, we're here. Just slow down a little bit, take some rest, whatever. Like, we understand that you got other priorities and stuff like that, and we do too, but we want to make sure you're good. That could have been worded like that, but instead these bitches are like, well, you get this and you get that. I'm gonna call my mama and daddy and we're gonna tell on you. And I'm just like, I'm like, y'all too wrong for this, man. And you can't tell me living up under a roof with 8, 9 girls, they're gonna get along. They're all not gonna get along. I mean, it's rare. Some groups can get along in those spaces. Good job. But some are it's just awkward, and some are just mean ass bitches. And this is what's going on, unfortunately. And Jessica has every right to tell her side of the story. She has every right to explain herself. She has every right to say, this is what happened to me, and I'm using my voice to do it. And yes, yeah, Jessica, Hachito lady, I'm feeling the same way, but slowly but surely they're isolating her. Not fast. Now, fast forward to today, how they mentioned how they debuted with 8 members, and I hate that they did that. And SM needs to really stop with this blacklisting stuff, because it's just shady, and it's just wrong, and it's just like you it's just bitterness. Like, you so bitter because someone leaves your company to pursue other things, or they don't agree with your contract, so you blacklist them. Like, that's messed up. Like, what's the point of that? How that's gonna how that's gonna do for you? They were so jealous of the opportunity she got, just bitter. I was looking under the comment section of other people's videos about Jessica. A lot of them were blaming her and made it seem like she was the bad guy, and that some of the stuff that happened. And that's messed up, bro. Sunny, I did on a live. They correct. There's so many people that's been blacklisted from SM. JYJ, they had to fight for years not to be blacklisted. I'm just I think it's messed up, and they're just basically like, oh, we debuted with 8 members, knowing that Jessica was in the group. Y'all acting like she wasn't there. You getting mad at her. Like, I used to fuck with this group when they first debuted, and I could tell that there were some members that got more opportunity than other members were, and I can see where the bitterness is coming from. And I'm just like, why are you so mad? You're the one that auditioned for this company. You thinking that you're gonna get just all these opportunities, but like, in reality, it's not like that. And Hyuna should needs to shut up, because they had that girl on Running Man, and since she's the least popular in the group, nobody didn't pick her, and she got upset and mad. Well, everybody picked Jessica and Taeyeon first, but no one picked her, and she got mad. I remember the episode. She got mad when Jessica got picked. It's something about Jessica that girl did not like at all. But we're figuring out as we go along. It's just this whole situation is sad, bro. Mm-mm-mm. If SM had not pit and create such a overly toxic competitive environment, a lot of these groups would have lasted longer. Exactly. I would like to make a successful idol to create their own company with a healthy working environment. And some completely photoshopped Jessica out of all the pictures of them in the museum. Like, there, I got a boy group poster. See, that's sad. That's what makes me sad about this situation. Like, it's like she never existed. And that's fucked up. This company should just be ashamed of themselves. Like, this is this they should y'all, that's awful. That's awful thinking. That's terrible. Jessica, if you listening to this girl, I hope you listen to this girl. Listen. Listen, Jessica. Listen, mama. You keep doing your thing. Don't give up. You still make your clothing. You still promote. Do what you need to do. You grown. You know what I'm saying? You understood everything you needed to do and got done, and you did it. You achieved your dream as being a K-pop idol, and you're good. You ain't gotta worry about nothing else. You know what I'm saying? Live life for you and live life for yourself. You know, you're an independent woman now. You know what I'm saying? You on your own. You're doing your own thing. You got your man. You getting your back cracked. You can eat whenever you want. You can, girl. I see your vlogs on YouTube, girl. I see you traveling. You going to Switzerland, girl. You going to France. You out here just, spending your money any way you like it, girl. Yes. So, keep doing you, girl. Keep doing you. Don't stop. Make your money. Be happy. You deserve it. You deserve all of the rest, all of your coins. You deserve all of it and then some. And just celebrate it. I'm just happy for you. Just keep going, man, and you know, continue to tell your truth, because you have every right to tell your truth. And if them girls don't like it, fuck them. They're still under contract with that company. They still scared to leave because they don't want to get blacklisted. Because let's be honest, without SM, they're nothing. They have to have SM in their lives. SM is their only source of income for some of them people in there right now. And they don't barely have any talent. Let's just keep it a buck. So you good, Jessica. Just take care of you and your sister, your family. Keep going and do your thing, girl. You still got supporters out there. I support you. I believe you. I believe you. No cap. I believe you. But anyway, I'm gonna get off here, y'all. The jealousy, the pettiness was real with these girls. Poor girl couldn't even do both careers. And I'm sad that, Jessica loved to sing. She does covers and stuff on her YouTube channel and stuff, but it's sad that she can't do what she do anymore because SM got her blocked in Korea. She can't perform on stage and stuff, and it's sad. I don't remember her name, but she was supposed to be be the biggest song if she was showing a picture of Girl Generation, but Jessica was blurred out. Damn. Jessica looked like she had a good head on the shoulders. They could never. At least she was the first one to be free. Yep. These companies are vindictive. They're truly like abusive partner with mentality. If I can have no one, if you can. And that's how SM is. And I find it, I love it how she named LSM Mr. No, mainly no, no, no. I'm just irritated at this point. But Jessica is happy. She's free. She's living her best life. You know what I'm saying? She's out here. Let me see her last video that she put up. Hold on. Hold on. So, well, she the last video she put up was the one she did with her about her. She did the last video she did was basically the one with her, what she did her favorite lip products. But I watched this video. That was the other one she uploaded. It was what she ate in the day, and her this video is funny. Jessica can't cook, right? So she was making French toast. She was making French toast, right? And Crystal was like, Crystal said, nah, no. Hold on, let me take off the this banner so y'all can see. But she was like, no. But yeah, man, y'all go to her channel and support her, man, if you want to. But just gonna be all right. She gonna be fine. That girl is happy. She's rich. She's getting her back cracked by her man. She's moisturized. She's happy. And she's not scared. She's not scared. And it's sad that the people that used to support her turn against her. I'm like, nah, you just don't kick nobody out of the group like that. I'm happy for her. The girl is worth $50 million at this point. So she good. But I'm about to get off here, y'all. You know what I'm saying? You should see the one where she went skiing with her sister. That was a funny vlog because they were in the store. And then her sister Crystal's like, hot Cheetos. And then there's this one where she was oh my goodness, they were getting some cookies and stuff, and her sister Crystal was like, they were speaking in Korean, and Crystal switched up to English. She was like, oh my god, peanut butter Oreos. And Jessica said in English, peanut butter Oreos, should we get these? They're so cute. They're so cute together. So cute. But I'm about to get off here. I love y'all. Love, peace, and grease it. I see y'all Friday. Jess wanted me to do game night. If I do game night, I'll let y'all know Friday night. But Saturday and Sunday, we're having the Discord Music Party 2000 party. But anyway, I love y'all. Y'all have a good night. Y'all be safe. Get some rest. Drink some water. And yeah, with that being said, I love y'all. Love, peace, and grease it. Y'all have a good night. All right, fam. Bye.